fantastic season of racing by winning the Super Cup Championship.
Meanwhile, out in front with a checkered flag in sight, John Reynolds, number 3, second win of the day. Unbeaten in the series. When he stayed on, he won.
Last year's 750 champion John Reynolds is now one of the Grand Prix elite, racing in the 500cc World Championship class, which is every competitor's dream. If you want to start racing motorcycles or just ride on the road, the 125 class is an excellent first step. In fact, to become a motorcyclist and gain a full licence, you must start on a 125 or a smaller machine. At the other end of the scale are the larger performance bikes. Not only are the engines bigger and more powerful, but so is everything else. This is the 750cc Super Cup bike that James Whittam will ride in this season's championship. As you can see, it's very similar to the road bike. It has the same clutch, throttle and front brake layout. And like all bikes, has a separate rear brake. The headlight and bodywork have been removed to allow for the racing fairing and number plate. This year the rider's number will be the same as their final position in last year's championship. Gone too are the mirrors, indicators and stands, in fact anything which would mean unnecessary weight. The tyres have to be wider to cope with the phenomenal power delivery. The average bike has only 1/5 the amount of rubber in contact with the road compared with a normal car. The work done on this particular bike has increased the power from the standard engine's 115 horsepower to 135. It goes, stops and handles better than most sports cars. Whilst the machines that we have looked at use traditional Japanese design, the Super Cup regulations do permit other types of bikes to be used. One such machine is the Ducati, which will be ridden today by Endurance World Champion Carl Fogarty. The Ducati is a twin-cylinder machine and is one of the few bikes on the track fitted with fuel injection. Listen for the unique sound. And of course there's the British-built Norton Racer. The Norton is different from a typical bike in that it has a rotary engine. This unique design means the engine is very simple and therefore very light, endowing the Norton with breathtaking acceleration and top speed. So that's the bikes. Now what about the riders? There are 6 main contenders for this year's championship, and the good news is they all ride for different manufacturers. All they're waiting for is the green light. There are champions galore in the Super Cup series, but perhaps Steve Hislop's 9 Isle of Man TT victories marks his pedigree. Carl Fogarty, a 4 times world champion and another Isle of Man TT winner. Carl also competes in the World Superbike Championship. Rob McElnay is probably the best all-rounder in the business. Nicknamed the Burley Humbersider, performs well in any discipline of motorcycle sport. Brian Morrison pushed teammate John Reynolds all the way last year and with more luck might have been champion. His passion and commitment will be hard to better this year. James Whittam knows that if he becomes champion, it will certainly make his ambitions of Grand Prix glory a reality. Jim Moody rides only to win. When it comes to determination and courage in a last lap situation, no one is more aggressive than Moody. So there you have it, Super Cup 93, but we'll have to wait until September to see who's top of the podium.